Hi, welcome to RedTrack product stream number 4. So, as usual, we'll kick off with a little bit technology check. So, can you please let me know if you can hear us well, and I will check those comments meanwhile in my assisted app in my phone. Okay, good. Looks like everybody can hear me. Yep. But if somebody will from any messenger will just type in like from Facebook, from YouTube, if you can hear me well, that would be great. So can you hear me well? Can you see my screen? Boost revenue during holiday season. Okay, thank you very much. I guess we can move on with today's topic. So today we're going to talk about how to boost your revenue during the holiday season, as you can see on screen. And honestly, we'll talk more about what you can do better with using ad tracking technology. So without further ado, let me switch on to the slides that I'm showing right now and go to this one. Basically, why we're talking about holiday season spree? Because we have Halloween, but that's actually this week. Then we have Black Friday in November and Cyber Monday in November, but I would say last 5 years they're almost irrelevant. So everybody is spending more money in November and December than they did the whole previous year. So usually the spend those 2 months is higher than the next 10 months. So all advertisers prepare to sell more. All publishers prepare to promote more advertisers. All affiliates prepare to get more traffic to the different offers to get more revenue. So what has tracking like RedTrack to do with it? Couple of very simple things. First, as usual, ad tracking and conversion attribution. Since it's all about the results, all about sales, you need to know which channels drive you better results and switch budgets between those channels fast. It's essential because if you burn your money through the channel that is not delivering, you will lose your opportunity to get most of this holiday season. Next, and this is relevant again for everybody, you can run Cpa campaigns on Google, Facebook, and other traffic sources without making redirects. It is essential, especially for a lot of affiliates or publishers who want to maximize their spend. And you as well know that whatever you put as a goal in Google or Facebook will end up being your goal. So you focus on conversions, you'll get more conversions. With RedTrack, you can run CPA-focused campaign on Facebook and Google because we have out-of-the-box working STS postbacks to those traffic sources. Last but not the least, again, working better for affiliates and publishers. Some products you promote are good only for some geos, but you not always control the traffic you get. You may get traffic worldwide. So instead of getting those clicks lost, you can send them to other relevant products from your offer portfolio, and then you can use geo-based redirects. And of course, again, you can launch new partnerships. Probably not already for this season, but you can start preparing early for the next one. You can work with your advertisers, with your customers on CPA-based model. That's mostly goes for publishers. Or you can launch CPA-based partnerships with publishers or direct affiliates if you are an advertiser. So it looks like tracking has to do a lot of boosting your revenue during holiday season. So let's jump into some details. Advertisers, what you think can do better? Our experience and us working with quite a few advertisers across different niches will tell us that 3 key things we can help them with, and not only us, but actually any tracker that does this job can help with top of funnel attribution, that completes your existing tracking of conversions that you probably do on your own through like Shopify tools, Magento tools, Google Analytics, whatever you use. But all they focus on last click attribution, and you want to see top of the funnel attribution. That is basically first click, which we can help you with. Again, if you're expanding your budgets and you buy ads on more than Google and Facebook, you want to spend less time and having more channels. This is the essence of ad trackers. We'll help you consolidate the data and get everything in one place, so you spend time analyzing data, creating new angles for your campaigns, and not just going back and forth between interfaces, checking the performance of the particular campaign. Next, of course, partner marketing. You can have partner marketing from one interface together with your media buying. So again, you save time, you consolidate your data, and you can see the results across all your channels in one place, your ad tracker. So, do we have any advertisers here right now in this stream? Do you guys think we can have anything else to complement you, get more sales during this holiday season? Good. I see no comments so far. So please, if you have any questions, anything to suggest, please feel free to write. We'll show them on screen, and meanwhile, I'll continue with the next part, what we can help with for publishers. So, for publishers, we can create a single dashboard and management tool for all your partner programs. We have quite a few publishers working with RedTrack, where they run their campaigns for the customers. Hey, John, thank you. So, John, sorry for interrupting. You are advertiser or you are a publisher? And I guess all those comments coming with delays, so I'll keep going with publisher part. And if you think we can contribute you with more ways than we mentioned, please feel free to share. So, going back to publishers. First and most important thing is that quite often publishers want to run those CPA-based campaigns for their customers, but those customers are usually not very tech-savvy, and they just don't know how to do it for the direct publisher, unless it's Google or Facebook, who does all their own conversion management. So what we help in those cases is we create a unified measurement for all your customers, with each of them having access to white label reporting portal for the results, and RedTrack serving as an independent measurement tool. Moreover, we have a lot of experience implementing CPA campaign tracking as to as postbacks for all your e-com or other type of customers who are not exactly technology savvy, whether it's a small store, pizza delivery, or other services. We can help you get up and running. Again, like I mentioned, another important consideration for this is a geo distribution. You get traffic from all over the world, but a particular promotion may be good only for a particular geo. So instead of just sending all the traffic to one customer of yours, you can set up geo distribution in RedTrack and send to your customer only the relevant clicks and find an offer to promote for all the other geos that aren't relevant for a particular promotion. Last but not the least, I want to talk about something we call stitching the funnel. This is a very interesting feature that we help our publishers and customers with, and let me show it on screen. So what happens here is that quite often you as a publisher promote your own website to get traffic, and then that traffic turns into conversions on your customer website. What you do know is where you get your clicks to your website, and you also know how those clicks turn into outgoing clicks to your customers, if you have set up everything right. But then, in order to attribute those clicks to conversions and all the way back to the traffic source, It's a pain. It can be done. You can probably do it on your own, spending hours coding Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, talking with each of your customers, or you can use a tracker like RedTrack. Basically, when you have any outbound links going to your different customer promotions, RedTrack can connect those conversions to the inbound clicks and report conversions to Google and Facebook for the traffic that end up going to your website, going to a customer, and taking a conversion there. Since you have two funnels here, one from traffic source to your website, and the other one from your website to a customer and conversion, and we combine it into one flow, we call it stitching the funnel. It works great. It delivers amazing results and shows you visibility into your media acquisition performance. And well, if you have any publishers here, or at least people working with review sites that also might be good for this season, please let me know if it is something you would benefit from. We do like to hear your feedback. Okay, John, thank you very much. So we have at least one advertiser on the call today. It would be great to hear your feedback in the end, to see if anything we show here would make sense for your business. We'll share more as we will keep on with the presentation of today's stream. So we covered advertisers, we covered publishers, and next on our list are affiliates and media buyers. We do like working with you guys, probably still constitute half of our users, and that's great. And our typical suggestions, and not only for holiday seasons, would be listicles. Especially with all those seasons coming, you can create listicles for topics, ideas for gifts. And given the granular ability to target different types of audiences, you can create multiple listicles like topics, gift ideas for Halloween, for kids for Christmas, for somebody else for another occasion, and leverage on the holiday spree, because quite often those listicle pages with suggestions generate more than one conversion just from one incoming click, because people get in, get those gift ideas, and start buying. So we cannot teach you how to make a great listicle page, but we do know that they convert and they deliver results, especially in the holiday season. Next would be geo distribution. We covered this already. You know, some offers promote well for some of the geos, or they just will convert because of the restrictions on some of the geos, and you don't want to lose that extra traffic, so just send it elsewhere and get those conversions as an extra. Last but not the least, something we covered already is that you can run Google, Facebook, Bing based on CPA acquisition models. Similar to stitching the funnels, but even easier because it uses your existing /click approach. You send traffic directly from Google, Facebook, Bing to landing pages, whether it's a regular page or a listicle page, whatever you want to do, maybe editorial, and then to the offers, and then you get the conversion, and we report this conversion back to Google, Facebook, and Bing. Best thing about this is that you can have one landing page for all your traffic sources, and you don't need to modify anything. It will just work out fine with our universal tracking script. And you can run CPA-based campaigns on Google and Facebook, and you know, as long as you are in compliance with their advertising policies, the technology will serve well, your accounts will not get banned. It's a hot topic. We know that the ban hammer hits hard, especially on Facebook, a couple of last months. So we have tools to allow you running your accounts safe and getting traffic and not getting banned as long as your ads are in compliance. We covered this in my previous stream number 3. You can check it in our YouTube channel, or just we'll ask our marketing team to share the links to it in the comments to this presentation. So that's what we think affiliates can do. Again, listicles, geo distribution, Google, Facebook, Bing are running on CPA and that can give good results. And so why we as at RedTrack talk about all this stuff? Because we have onboarding support. So if you want to implement something like this by mid-November and have it up and running before the Black Friday, before Cyber Monday, before Christmas, we actually have more than 2 weeks of time, and with our onboarding support, we can guarantee that you will be up and running even if you want to launch an integration with your customers or your own white label affiliate program for your e-com store. We have time, we know how to do it, and we can support you with this. Second is that everything we mentioned with RedTrack works out of the box. So we have top of the funnel attribution, or first click attribution, whatever you want to call it. We support no redirect tracking that works well with Google, Facebook, Bing, and other traffic sources. And through universal tracking script, you can send all the traffic from all the campaigns without any modifications to your site or landing pages. We can help you stitch in the funnel if you're a publisher, and you will know how your media buying activities contribute to your outgoing conversions and to your partner revenue. We can send your conversions back to Google, Facebook, Bing, and of course all other traffic sources that support it natively. For those 3 we did custom integrations. We have probably 24 of different filters, but you are interested in geo redirection, and we have native listicle support. It can be both hard-coded and dynamic. Depending if you are an affiliate running landing pages, you can go with the dynamic. If you are a publisher and you have multiple, I don't know which one is which actually, but suppose you are an affiliate, you can run the listicle pages with 20 different products that you just prepare one by one. If you're a publisher or you run a review site, you can still run all those offers, all those publishers, have different pages listing them in different offers, and will still properly track all your outgoing clicks and attribute them to your inbound traffic activities if that's something you need. So again, we do try to keep the presentation part of those streams very short. Today we were talking about how ad tracking solution like RedTrack can help you with boosting revenue during holiday season. We covered the cases of advertisers, publishers, and affiliates who can benefit from using an ad tracker. We covered a couple of common solutions for them, like conversion attribution, Cpa Campaigns for Google, Facebook, geo-based redirects, CPA-based partnerships, stitching the funnels, doing a couple of other things. And of course, we have time. We can get into the product presentation to show all these features, but I would prefer to spend next 10 to 15 minutes to answer the questions if you have any. So I do have a feedback from John in the very beginning that he's an advertiser. So John, do you have any questions to us, or do you think that these solutions we offered would benefit you as an advertiser? And if anyone has any questions, that's the best time to answer them to us, and we'll try to provide either the answer ad hoc, or we'll even show how it works. I have the RedTrack account open here, but I don't think we want to go inside. So as usual, we're done with the content part in our first 20 minutes, and it's time for Q&A part. I'm ready for your questions. And I'm looking to my prompter with all the questions I'll get here. Okay, how to stop geo-based redirects. So this will work only in the cases where the traffic goes either from your landing page to your offer, or from your publisher website to different offers that you have. So right now I'll do a small and let me do this so everybody can see the question, and I'll start showing this on the screen right now. And hold on, I'm learning still how to use our streaming technology, so I need to change the screen sharing option. Hello, it's me full screen. And now we have RedTrack on the screen. I probably need to make it slightly bigger. Let me try to do it. Okay, good. So, how we set up Geo Redirects? Campaigns is in essence of RedTrack. This is the account we run traffic ourselves. You don't see all the traffic here. Let me see if I can make it even bigger. Okay, this should be better. So, and I beg my pardon for our interface not used to be this big. So now in here, you go to any of the campaigns, and you can have multiple funnels that traffic will be split on during the redirect. So whenever you have a click that needs to go elsewhere, you set up a funnel and you add up a filter. So for example, you want this funnel to go only to the US geo. So we have country here. You pick up include, and then you pick up, for example, US, sorry, United States. Now, this is very obvious, and now comes the next part, how to make sure that you do not lose all the traffic, do not interfere with all the other settings that you do, and all the traffic goes from US to this funnel, and there is some other traffic that will go elsewhere. So add another funnel. Funnel number 2, you can label all those funnels if needed, or you can just use color coding, whatever works for you. Or you can even create those funnels from templates to save some time, if you have those templates. What you do, and it's very important, is this, what we call weight here, and I hope you can see my screen well, is not a percentage. That's actually a weight, meaning that we have two funnels with 100 weight and 100 weight. On 200 clicks, 100 will go here and other 100 will go here. So on 100 clicks, 50 will go here and 50 will go here. So what we do is we create another stream and make sure that all the traffic will go to United States, and only the non-US traffic without any rotation, anything else, will go to the other stream. So pick up an offer, let's say ebook, we use a filter, do the same, countries, now we exclude US traffic from here, so that all US traffic goes here, all non-US traffic goes here. Now what we also do is we increase the weight of this funnel and we decrease the weight of this funnel to 1. So out of, say, 1 million clicks, only 1 click can be randomly distributed to the second funnel, and it will not happen because the filters will kick in. But if this traffic will be not from US, it will automatically go here. Using those filters and weights, one very high, one very low, is a very good way to not only do geo distribution but also create backup funnels. So if you're not sure if you have set up everything right, you may still miss some traffic combinations because of various restrictions you put inside your stream. Then you can use this backup funnel with a very low weight compared to all the others. Just add more digits here and make sure that no traffic is lost. Alternatively, all the traffic that was filtered out to improper filters can go to the fallback URL that can also be set up like a regular campaign in RedTrack, so you know which of your campaigns or traffic sources add to it and where you have set up something wrong. So Ish, I hope it does make sense. Okay, good. And second question would be from, I'll just add a couple of comments. Thank you for your feedback. It's really nice. We won't put it here, but I appreciate this. So the question is that clicks in the dashboards are not the same as an ended network. So John, quick question here. Would RedTrack show less clicks or more clicks in your case compared to a network? Because it can happen for various reasons. Wow. So while you're probably typing, let me tell you this. So usually the difference between clicks is, first, sometimes, for many reasons, not all clicks reach the destination. It can happen, and if you feel it is the case, then we need to dig down, and our support team is ready to do this. Okay, we show less clicks. That's probably a click discrepancy. I hope it's just a click discrepancy, and I would strongly suggest that you reach out to our support team. We will try to drill down to find a particular slice of data that can cause this click discrepancy with RedTrack, so that we can narrow it down to, I don't know, a geo, device type, and something else, and they will find out why we track less. Either they don't reach the destination, like network send you 10 clicks, but actually just 9 or 8, but that's very huge discrepancy, actually 20% reached your page. Or maybe our tracking script is not loading that fast on your page because of all the delays, and we need to raise a priority for the script using your own internal tools. So there can be multiple reasons, and typically it happens either because of the latency and traffic loss for some geos, and we exploring those geos, adding more servers as we grow, or even more often it happens because of the particular way you set up the tracking scripts, so that they do not run as fast as they could. This is something we can usually help with, especially if those scripts are implemented through Google Tag Manager. That is a very convenient vehicle. Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, I pause this online. Time zone can be an issue, and it's very hard to track when you have ad network in one time zone or your tracker in the other time zone. What we do in this case is that we suggest to compare data across several full days, because typically you get the same amount of traffic across the day. So if the data matches for the last 7 days and the discrepancy is smaller, and should be way smaller than for a particular day, then it's a time zone. And you can always change a time zone for one day in RedTrack and see if it will give you same results, and then change the time zone back to what you want to have in the RedTrack. Hey Sean, happy to see you on our live stream. You do know how all this stuff works, but maybe have a tricky question for us? And while Sean is preparing a very tricky question for us, I will ask my usual one. What would be the best topic for the next webinar? Because we won't talk about fraud and bots and do it together with Fraud Score, but maybe there is something more pressing or more interesting that you'd like to hear. We don't want to talk about just RedTrack. We want to talk about media buying, conversions, all the stuff that makes sense to our user base and can contribute to your knowledge and to your success, whether you use RedTrack or not. So feel free to suggest any topic. We have a diverse pool of skills among our team, and we probably can deliver a good content. Okay, so I'll pop this one. Do we have automated integrations with the top traffic sources for Pop and Ad Native? Yes, we do. Let me, this is a very popular question. Let me just quickly find an answer and show it live here. So that's our old knowledge base. We have new and beautiful one. Okay, and let me do the screen share. Sorry, screen sharing magic goes here. So in RedTrack knowledge base, it's new one. It will appear in the interface, I hope, this week. And this is one of our features, automation. And you have this icon here, it's traffic source integration status. I'm not sure how to make it big on the screen. Let me try. Oops, that's too big. This one is big enough. So these are the traffic sources that we are currently integrated with via API for some automatic stuff. I probably mentioned pop, push, and native. So native, at least pop, pop, push, and native. Push and native. Well, probably they have some push, native, and I can go on with the list. Now, what are those checkboxes mean is that you can pause campaigns automatically based on rules that you set up. You can blacklist placements automatically if those traffic sources support blacklisting the placement. And then you can auto-update costs and post creative. Right now, we are working to allow you run multiple ad accounts from one RedTrack UI. It's very good for Google Ads and Facebook for many reasons, because you usually have more than one account. Then we will make sure that anything you can do automatically, you can also do just manually through the UI, like pause the campaign in your Outbrain account from RedTrack interface because you want this. And we'll also start expanding different triggers for the rules. So add conversion-based rules, cost-based rules, landing page performance-based rules, and mentioned by Ariel in our Telegram channel. So a lot of stuff will come. Yeah, so it's not, again, it's very important. It's not exactly optimizing campaigns. We call it at this moment before, like, we prevent you from losing money when you sleep. Because typically what happens when you optimize campaigns, you increase bids, you change targetings, you test new creatives to get better results. But what we do is that we switch something off that is not working immediately. So when you have your 8-hour sleep, you don't wake up any 4 hours to check on your spend, because if something goes wrong, we'll pause this campaign and we'll send you notification via webhook, via email, and we'll work on adding more different sources to send notifications. And John, thank you very much for that comment. Please do send us a support ticket. We need to investigate it very carefully, because I do not believe in a 30% traffic loss. This is not about latency, it's about implementing of the tracking script, and our team will be happy to drill down to the source of the issue. And again, we talk here about whether it's working or not working with RedTrack, whether it's working or not working with the campaigns. So feel free to share all your questions. Ask us what you want to hear, questions about RedTrack, our team, our business. and anything you think we can benefit you with. So good. So questions we have now are covered. Let me switch it off. And let me switch back to the nice image with our dashboard for some time. It's not all our traffic because we show it all the time live, so we don't want to spoil everything with 100% of our live data, but it works. Oops, 1 day is not good. Let's do a 7 day. It looks nice. Yep, Sean, take care. Enjoy your day. John, thank you very much for your questions. Do we have any more questions about RedTrack, about using trackers for your additional revenue during the holiday season? Or maybe have suggestions for the other live streams we'll have, because we do want to get those streams regularly. As you can see, I have a different location. We'll soon have better light. We have already a new camera, which I'm learning to use, and we'll have a mic. So the quality of those streams will getting better and better. But we believe that video and audio quality is important, but the content quality is essential. So we do want to get your suggestions as to what you would like to hear about. Otherwise, we'll keep talking about bots, what are good bots or bad bots. We'll keep talking about attribution, first and last clicks, what Google Privacy Sandbox means, and we have a lot of other topics in our waitlist. Okay, so we had our live stream today. We had a couple of very good questions, so hope it brought you some value. Feel free to leave comments either way you're watching it on YouTube, LinkedIn, if it would allow us, in Facebook. We would love to hear your feedback and suggestions. And I'll stay here for a couple of more minutes. Should you have any questions, I'll switch on nice cover of our presentation. So, because we talked about how you can boost your revenue for the holiday season with a net tracker. Okay, looks like there will be no more questions today. I appreciate everybody coming for our live stream. Next one will happen next week. We'll send information up front, and I'd like to thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you from the whole RedTrack team, and see you next week. Take care.